Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm not sure when you're going to be watching. Karina Lynn back with Summers Insurance on the Business Spotlight of the Week. And I've got Jason Pine here. Both of us were born and raised in Logansport. Fun fact. Great place to be, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I like it.
Yeah, so Jason's joining me today because he has a little side hustle, a little business that I personally love.
Started as a side hustle anyways.
Yeah, right. So, Four Brothers. So, what products does Four Brothers offer?
Most of our products are holsters, but we also offer some everyday carry essentials like magazine pouches and flashlight pouches, and then dump trays and some other little things like a taser holster.
I have a little bit of an advantage here. I've ordered from you before, so I know this. You offer custom orders. So you offer custom orders for what? Gun holsters, maybe some handcuff holders, your dump trays, maybe?
Yes, we're doing standard products, but then the customer has the option of sending in their picture or their pattern, and if it's not a copyrighted image, we can print it on the Kydex and then use that material for their holster.
So it's not just like me wanting like pink.
No.
You can literally
You could have purple with pink polka dots and a certain pattern and size, and we can get it done.
Dots.
I know you do.
I love polka dots. So, like I know that this started out as just, like you said, a hobby, which is so cool. And
that was just a side gig.
Yeah.
We just, I blame Jamie Quaglio for it. We started out with...
Really? Quaglio?
Yep.
Okay.
He got me into it. We started out, we both bought guns and we couldn't find the right holster for it. And he said, well, we're just going to have to make them. And I said, what? And he said, yeah, with Kydex. You heat it and you form it. And so we started looking into it, and then I did it. And one turned into 10, turned into 100, turned into thousands.
So where are your orders coming from? Are they just local, or you just service in the local area?
They started coming just local, but now they're worldwide from, Russia, England, Alaska, Canada, Ireland. I mean, you name it.
Really?
People have been on the website.
I love it.
I've always been fascinated with manufacturing ever since I was a little kid. And I've been in manufacturing now as my career for pushing 30 years, actually. And then, I've been around guns all my life, so I've always loved guns too. And ever since the kids were raised and they've grown and they're gone, and you got that empty nest syndrome. Well, I had to have something to fill it with, and so I took my passion and what I'm good at and guns and put them all together and made a business out of it.
With the increase of gun sales, I mean, we can't be 2020 right now without talking about this. How's that looking? I mean, things are happening, right?
Yeah, I just read an article this morning. There's estimated of over 5 million new gun owners so far this year. Yeah. And so for each new gun, most people need a holster for it, right? So that's where we come in.
I personally know the safety of your holsters and how important it is for gun safety, but let's talk about that.
Well, I think it goes a little bit deeper than what you know. What I focus on is what you don't know.
Right.
For instance, we use thread lockers on our screws, on all the screws that we put in together, and we use the longest screws that we can with the tallest posts that we can so that we have the most thread engagement. My goal is for you to have that holster, especially the one that you bought, that doesn't fall apart. You don't lose screws, it doesn't change retention, the pistol doesn't slide out unintentionally. You adjust the retention where you want it, and then I expect it to stay. And so...
And mine doesn't. It does not move. I mean, I can run 10, 15 miles with it. I have zero problem with it. It doesn't rub. I don't have any complaints whatsoever. So.
In your holster, there's 4 screws in it. 2 that hold the holster closed and adjust the retention, and then 2 that hold the belt attachment to the plastic. Each one of those screws go into a threaded post on the back side. And if you just put that threaded post and that screw together, they stand a chance of loosening and coming out. And so when we assemble our holsters, we put thread locker, removable thread locker, on each one of those screws and put it together so that it's locked together. It can be adjusted. I can take it apart with the right tools, but for you and your purse and while you're running and doing all your everyday essentials, your screws won't come out. They won't back out. They won't just fall out, and then your holster doesn't hold the gun.
Perfect.
Not a lot of holster makers do that right out of the gate.
So what is it that you want to know, friends, family, new customers out there? What do you want me to know about Four Brothers?
I think what we have that sets us apart is the best customer service in the industry, and I think you can
attest to that.
that.
I can.
You call, we answer, and if we don't answer, it's because we're in a meeting or whatever. And you leave a voicemail, we return calls, and we answer every one of the customers' emails with questions, and we encourage.
And sometimes those answers are actually additional questions because you want to make sure you are giving the best product for that person.
We understand that the customers don't necessarily know what we know about firearms and about holsters. And we also understand that the customers may be a little bit shy about asking questions. And so we want to answer even the most simplest question and, help the customers out. Very
What
simple.
is a dump tray? Tell me.
It's basically just a formed piece of thermoplastic that has our logo that we designed for wallet, keys, extra magazine, pocket knife, watch, small pistol, or even a larger pistol.
So when you come home, you're just putting it all in there.
Yeah, instead of throwing it on the kitchen table, you throw it into your dump tray, and then in the morning you get it all back out. You know where it's all, it's got sides so that your change could stay in there, and your candy, and whatever receipts and trash you got in your paper,
Right.
Got some lint, whatever. It'll all fit.
Laundry lint.
Right.
I love it. I was just checking out your website the other day, and it was talking about the actual material that you make that with, and I don't think we've actually talked about that with the holsters. What is that?
It's called thermoplastic, and we standardize on two different brands, Kydex and Voltaron. All of our holsters are at least 80 thousandths thick, which is 0.80 thick. Some of our holsters are 0.93 or an eighth of an inch, but we only use quality name brand material.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I do.
So do all of our other customers.
Yes, great. I do have to say, I have it, like, you have just been growing. I've had so much fun watching your creativity and watching this passion of yours grow into something that provides a need you're fixing a need for all of us. So I appreciate that. I appreciate what you're doing. Where can we find you?
Well, the website is www.fourbrotherinc.com, all words. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Snapchat, Parlor.
Perfect. So he's everywhere. So thank you so much, and we hope you enjoyed watching. And if you have any questions about products that Jason offers or Four Brothers offers, just send him a DM through any one of those platforms, and he'll get right back with you.